sleep. So we're into week 2 of the month and talking about things related to lifestyle. And over the course of the next few days, I'm going to cover a number of different areas of our life and how we might approach them in order to make some effective changes. And I'm going to look at some relatively easy wins, because what none of us need is to be given a massive list of dozens of things to work on, which possibly don't add up to all that much together, that we essentially instantly fail at. There just feels too much to do. So I'm going to look at a few relatively easy big wins for making changes in each area. Today I'm talking about sleep. And an important thing to remember with sleep is that getting enough of it, and good quality sleep, is something that potentially drives better choices and actions elsewhere. There's nothing magical about sleep in terms of helping us lose weight. If we were to use and consume exactly the same number of calories, it wouldn't matter how much sleep we got as to what that then did to our bodies. Maybe tiny differences, but an amount exaggerated by many. What getting enough sleep will probably do, though, is mean that we find it much easier to make better food choices. We don't need to have so many caffeinated drinks, sugary things throughout the day to keep us going. We're more likely to go and exercise and so on. And a few relatively easy wins that we can do is, firstly, make sure our bedroom is completely pitch black. So in the middle of the day, we put our hand in front of our face and we can't see it. Unless that's the case, there is opportunity for light to get in. Whether that's externally, that can be avoided by use of blackout blinds and things like that, or internally, with the lamps, LEDs that can be covered, etc. There is a lot of research that shows that both the duration and particularly the depth of sleep we get when it's pitch black is noticeably more than when it's not. And to me, that's by far your easiest win if that's not already in place. It's a one and done job. It's fitting blackout blinds. It takes a few tens of pounds and a number of tens of minutes. It's covering up lights, etc. Another thing we can do that's relatively easy is a magnesium salt bath. Just buy some magnesium salts. If you're having a bath anyway, pour them in. Next to no extra effort. The final thing we potentially can do is journal. A little bit more effort, but only a number of minutes. Get things out of our head onto paper and maybe into a trusted system. It doesn't mean they won't be there at all, but if we can somewhat reduce the amount of things that are whirring around our head, particularly at bedtime, that's liable to have a benefit to the amount of sleep that we have. So there's a few relatively easy wins that involve somewhere between no real effort and very little, that should, all else being equal, have a positive effect on your sleep, which should enable you to make some better choices.